Global warming is something that affects all of us, from the Arctic Circle to the deserts of Africa, from a small village in the jungle to the urban streets of New York. But what are some causes and solutions of global warming? So the different layers of the atmosphere go from the troposphere to the stratosphere to the mesosphere to the thermosphere. And the function, or what occurs in the troposphere, is where the weather phenomenon occurs, the stratosphere, where the temperature remains constant, the mesosphere, where the temperature decreases as you go up higher, and the thermosphere, where the small amount of the atmosphere is in this layer. If the atmosphere were gone, every living thing on Earth would die, because we would be getting too much UV light from the sun's rays. This doesn't happen because the ozone layer protects us from those harmful rays. Solar rays get reflected, deflected, and absorbed.
97% of scientists agree that we are fueling climate change. Every time we drive, purchase imported merchandise, build a fire, or turn on the light, we're helping climate change. All of these, either directly or not, fuel climate change. When you think about it, fossil fuels are a really great problem to our energy crisis. They pack a big punch for their size, and they are really cheap and inexpensive to get. But they come with consequences. Whenever fossil fuels are burnt, they release harmful gases into the atmosphere. Methane and carbon dioxide are the most dangerous because they have the ability to reflect sunshine back onto the Earth like a greenhouse. One example for this could be Venus, the second planet from the Sun. It has a very dense atmosphere and lots of CO2, which makes the surface a searing 864 degrees. Unlike Mars, which has almost no atmosphere and lows of negative 195. Some people still don't think global warming is really happening. But when you consider in the past 16 years, 9 of the 10 warmest years on record have occurred. Also, CO2 levels are the highest they have been in over 650,000 years. This cannot be a coincidence. If we keep ignoring these vital signs of the Earth, it will soon be doomed. You can imagine that all of this warming isn't very good for the Earth. There isn't one place on this planet that isn't affected, from sea level rise, glacier melting, and desertification. We're losing 287 billion metric tons of ice a year, and we gained 7 inches of sea in the past 100 years.
These problems need to be addressed. Thankfully, there are solutions that can help. A big contributor to fossil fuels in the atmosphere is for motorized vehicles. You can help make a change by driving energy-efficient cars. These don't pollute as much carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, which is better for our Earth. People can also help slow global warming by using less energy in their households. We can do this by using less lights, kitchen appliances, and sockets. President Obama's plan to slow global warming is to cut the carbon emission. He's doing this by decreasing the carbon pollution from power plants, encouraging clean energy usage, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. At the Climate Talk in Paris, leaders from 195 nations gathered to talk about the issues involving climate change. Scientists came up with a deal stating that we could cut the greenhouse gas emissions by half as it is necessary to stop the increase in atmospheric temperatures of 2 degrees Celsius and 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
And this change is only the beginning of a global movement. You too, every individual, can help to change the health of the environment. Every light you turn off, every degree you drop the thermostat, everything helps. It's up to all of us to change.